Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. If you guys have been keeping up with the channel, we are here on a bit of a streak here in March. Been trading very well, and the account keeps growing itself based on the process that we keep taking. If you guys have been also keeping up, you guys know that I keep mentioning that every time I'm on my win streaks is when I have the large fall offs, when I have the crazy days, the revenge trading and the tilt sessions, and that's what we're gonna continue to try to avoid, right? I understand this about myself and I acknowledge it, and I know that it's something I need to work on. So I'm putting a focus and an emphasis every single day about the process, and I'm going to make sure I focus 100% on the process and let the results take care of themselves. So far in March, the results have been taking care of themselves because I've been 100% process focused, and it's been paying off. So today, it's a new day with new opportunities. We're not worried about the wins and the losses. We're 100% focused on the process, and we're going to make sure we execute to the best of our ability. So we'll take a look at the charts. We'll see what's going on this morning, and I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, here we are in the charts. Quick summary here. Always ES on the left side, NQ on the right. 60-minute. We usually look at the 60-minute, the 4-hour, and the daily to mark out our key zones. We try to build consistency with this to make sure we come back every day. We take the same process and we get better at it every single day, right? So here we can see price has been selling off since market open. It's actually been pretty crazy. The bearish trend continues here. And yeah, so here NQ has our gap down below our level here, tapped into it already. ES has tapped into, already broke below this one. So this was similar to the NQ over here. But we have a couple more levels down here that we'll be waiting for. On ES, the 4-hour is currently in a 4-hour gap. You guys see here in a demand zone, so this might be a push higher. What I would be waiting for is if we could get this liquidity sweep on this 60-minute, on the hourly, a sweep below this, that would be A+ setup with an additional confluence, which would be the 4-hour gap. And if it could give a decent setup to go long, I'd be interested in that on the NQ, if NQ can give a setup. Other than that, yeah, we just have sell side below. If price wants to retrace to the 50%, we'll be interested in a 50% tap rejection and a continuation short. NQ, if you see here, there is a gap here that is a valid setup, but I will not be taking that because it's too close to the 50% retracement. And like I just mentioned previously, the 50% level is where I look to take reversals and possible setup off of that. So I will not be taking a long into the 50% because that's where I look to take the short. So yeah, we have a ton of levels. 4-hour closes here in 10 minutes. We'll be super patient. Again, we've been trading super well, so we'll make sure we continue with the patience, the discipline, and the execution, like I always preach every day. And we'll see what setups we can get. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, guys. Possible NQ long here if we get the close above on the 1 minute, and we are in the trade there. I'll go ahead and explain this here in a bit. All right, guys. So here's the reasoning behind this trade. If you zoom out to the hourly, I called out this level here in the morning recap, both on ES and NQ. Price came down here, tapped into these levels. Price attempted a bounce here at first, and as you see here, price came back down, created a new low, and then created this 1 minute gap here, about 10 points. And once I saw the 1 minute come close above it, that's when I jumped in on the trade. So we're expecting a possible bounce here. Price kind of went down about 250 points since the market opened. So I'm expecting a possible bounce from this area, give a little bit of pullback back towards the 50% level or another key level up here. And hopefully gives us the 51 points that we're looking for. So we are in the trade. We'll see how it plays out. And I'll go ahead and let you guys know once either TP hits or full stop loss hits. Keep you guys updated. All right, guys, here we are back on the charts. Sorry I wasn't able to update. I was doing some other stuff earlier. But as you guys can see here, got taken out for a full -1 hour loser. Again, the trade was super good quality. You guys saw, met all my reasonings for a setup, tapped into some higher time frame liquidity, gave a valid reaction. If price is supposed to be continue the trend here, it should have sold off when it tapped into this level. It should have never closed above, which showed me why that buyers were in the market. And price did chop around here for a bit, came out, wicked me out here, and did go for a little bit, but ultimately would have came back, taking me out regardless. So it is what it is. Starting the day -1 hour. Emotions are very well in check right now. Not feeling angry, not feeling upset, not feeling the need to trade again or to take another subpar setup. I will wait for my levels. I do have some sell side down here. both ES and NQ, 10 points on ES and about 60 points on NQ. And again, we do have the 50% retracement above. If price wants to come down or up to tap into this, I would look for a potential short and continuation on the downtrend if that wants to happen. If not, I would gladly just wait here and take no more trades on the day, because if I don't see my setup, I don't see my edge, I don't see my probabilities play out, then no need for me to put on risk, right? So we'll be here. We'll stay super patient. If another setup presents itself, we'll look to enter the trade and execute on that. If nothing presents itself, then we're okay with taking the -1R on the day and calling it there. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, here we are back on the charts. Just want to give you guys a quick, just want to record my emotions here, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking when I'm looking at the charts here. It's currently 8:39. As you guys see here, the 3-minute on NQ, we had a nice size gap here on the down move. And as you guys see, price did come and close above. So these are my requirements for a trade there, and you guys know that that's my reasoning to potentially enter a trade. But again, we have to look at reasons why not to enter a trade. And my reason to not enter a trade here is because we have not tapped into another form of liquidity, which we have down here on NQ and down here on ES. And these zones, these levels tend to act as a magnet with price. So I'm expecting price to eventually come down and tap into either ES or NQ, either one of those levels. So I'm not getting into this trade. Even though this setup might be a valid setup, it is lower quality for me because I'm still expecting price to go to the downside, tap into the liquidity first, and then give a reaction. So just want to show you guys that the old me would be probably taking these trades because I was undisciplined, I was impatient, and then my execution was poor. But the new version of me, I'm working on this, on my patience, my discipline, and I'm making sure I don't execute on the subpar setups when I know that there is still liquidity down here that needs to be tapped into, that I still have my levels down here that need to be ran into, and I make sure I don't execute on the subpar setups. So just like everyone else, I still have the little voices in my head telling me to jump in, jump out, get in. It's going to go without me. You're going to lose money, potential profits I'm going to miss out on, but you need to be strong. You need to not let the little voice in your head win, because you know that over the long term, the little voice in your head, all it's going to do is make you potentially take more losing trades, lose more money, and potentially blow the account. So I just want to let you guys know or update you guys on how my mind works and the process behind it all. And I used to jump into setups like this, and then I would get angry when I would get stopped out. And I've learned over time that it's not worth it, guys. Just wait for your levels, wait for your setups to occur, and then you jump in the trades once your valid setup presents itself. It's currently 8:41. I'm not sure if I'm going to not take any more trades. I'm heading into the office right now. I might be done for the day here, depending on what price Steven wants to do. So I'll make sure I finish this recording for you guys. If I do end up taking another trade, I'll go ahead and edit this out. But all right, guys, potential NQ long here. If we get the candle close above this. All right, guys, we are in long there. I'll go ahead and explain this setup here in a bit. Actually, I'll explain it right now. It's pretty straightforward, right? I called out this level here, the hourly. This is actually yesterday's session low. If you come on the daily, you'll be able to see it right here. Or on the hourly, you'll be able to see it right here. Price came down to it, tapped into it on the ES, gave a valid 1 minute setup here, a gap. On the move lower, it was a nice 6-point gap there. Once the 1 minute was able to close above that gap, again, I'm expecting price to come into this gap, reject the way it did here. And once price comes and closes above, that's showing me and telling me that the buyers are in the market. So once the buyers tell me that they're in the market, then we're expecting to push higher. So if we're expecting to push higher, we get in the trade long. We'll see how it plays out, and I'll go ahead and let you guys know. All right, guys, here we are back on the charts. As you guys can see, trade ended up working in my favor there for a full +2R winner. Price did come up here, was 4 points away from taking me out for a full winner, and rejected pretty strong. Came back down here, chopped around for a little bit, but ultimately came back up, tapped me out for a +2R, and the winning streak continues. We're staying super patient, super disciplined, and we're making sure we execute on these trades. And as you guys can see, we're process focused, 100% focused on the process, and the results just keep taking care of themselves. Don't have to say much regarding the wins and the losses, because you guys can see focusing on the process, that's what really matters. I'll show you guys the Apex accounts. Here you guys can see plus 1R, again, another plus 1R day. Drawdown's pretty good. Accounts keep growing slow and steady. We did have okay, so it says 3, 1 winner, 1 loser. It says 3 just because we had a trade copy issue. I had to get out of one trade because it wasn't copied to all my other accounts, but you'll see the executions here. I took this one off for $5 because I had to re-enter with all my other accounts. Here's the executions. My funded futures, a little bit smaller profit, but overall still good. Guys, I had already recorded the video for this, the exit, the outro, because I was heading into work, and then I heard my alert beep. ES tapped into one of my key levels, and I wanted to execute on that setup. I thought it was a high quality setup, A+ for me, and I came back, took the trade, and here you guys can see the results. Staying super patient, super disciplined. We are not focused on the wins and the losses, 100% focused on the process. As you guys can see here, the wins keep taking care of themselves, right? The results are taking care of themselves. I don't worry about the P&L. I don't worry about all that stuff. As long as I'm making sure I'm being patient, I'm being disciplined, and I execute the setups the way I'm supposed to be executing them, the results keep taking care of themselves. You can either say, I'm getting lucky, or the strategy is actually paying off. My discipline and my patience is working here. And yeah, so we're calling it a day here. Finishing the day with 2 trades, one winner, 1 loser, plus 1R. The accounts keep growing, and we live to fight another day. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.